Can a cheater actually change? And if so, how would a cheater actually change? My name is Michael. I am a certified relationship coach, a 5-star Google rated certified relationship coach, as a matter of fact, and I'm an infidelity recovery specialist. And the reason why I'm so good at doing what I do is because I myself am a reformed serial cheater, and I know how a cheater thinks, right? And I know what it takes to recover from being a serial cheater. I know what it takes to rebuild the trust of your betrayed spouse. I myself as well have been cheated on multiple times in past relationships, so I know both sides of it, what it's actually like to be cheated on and what it's like to heal and learn to trust somebody all over again. And so as of now, I have the pleasure of working with couples all over the world on how to heal from infidelity, as well as helping cheaters discover their core issues of cheating and changing. And so in today's video, if you have been cheated on and you are wondering, if I take my spouse back, are they going to cheat again? Is it even possible for them to change, especially if they have cheated on you multiple times? And so, can a cheater actually change? Yes. The whole once a cheater, always a cheater thing is not always true. It's sometimes true when the cheater doesn't do the work to change. Now, I myself, like I said, I'm a reformed serial cheater, and I had to learn how to change. Specifically, I spent a long time trying to change, trying to be honest, trying to be loyal, trying to be faithful, and it didn't work because I was just trying not to do something that I was like addicted to. And it wasn't until I discovered my core issues of cheating and directly focused on fixing those issues, healing my own trauma, right? And actually changing at the subconscious level, changing my identity, doing the deep psychological work to change. And so if a cheater is going to change, they must discover their core issues of cheating and change those specific issues. Now how I became a serial cheater stemmed from when I was a child, right? I was about 12 years old, and the very first relationship that I was in, the girl left me for someone else. And I was only 12, right? I was in the 6th grade. We were together for like 2 weeks and said like 2 words to each other, right? But that meant something, right? When it's your very first girlfriend. And I remember one day my friend passed me a note that was from her, and it said that she wanted to break up. Now, I was 12 years old, my very first girlfriend. I didn't know what was going on. And so I kind of felt sad, but to make matters worse, the very next day when I go to school, she had a new boyfriend from the same school, and everybody knew, right? And I felt bad, but then it made it even worse when everybody was walking up to me going, "Oh man, Michael, that's so messed up. Michael, you didn't deserve that. Michael, you're such a good guy. Why did she do that to you?" Right? And deep down inside, I felt so stupid. I felt embarrassed. I felt like actually crying, but I held my tears in, right? And I waited until I got home, and I marched right into the bathroom, and I started crying hysterically. I was so angry, but not at the other girl or anyone else. I was angry at myself. I was angry at who I was, because I blamed myself for why she broke up with me and left me for someone else. No one was around to explain to me any of that, and I didn't tell anybody, right? I just assumed that it was about me because I had been bullied a lot as a child. I was told that I was fat, stupid, weak, and I couldn't do anything right. I was also sexually abused as a child, right? And so automatically out the gate, I was insecure. I had trust issues, right? I felt very low about myself. And then in that experience, my very first girlfriend, she left me for someone else. Okay. Very next girlfriend I had was in high school. She did the same thing to me. We were together for like a month, right? And she breaks up with me, and I was a football player. She was a cheerleader, right? And then one day after practice, I'm walking down the hall, and I look to the left, and I see her making out with her ex-boyfriend. So she left me for her ex, right? And then the very next girl I started to see, we didn't actually get together, but she did pretty much the same thing to me, right? And so right out the gate, I had issues, right? My belief was that it doesn't matter how good you are to girls, they're just going to leave you for someone else anyway. So might as well cheat on them first, right? I felt so much pain. I felt that feeling of being alone, of being humiliated, right? And also I had resentment built up towards women for what they did to me, right? And so anytime I felt in future relationships that they were going to break up with me, I had to hurry up and go start seeing somebody else. Hurry up and go start developing a relationship with somebody somebody else. Anytime I felt insecure, I had to run off and go get my confidence and validation from someone else. I started relying on other people to validate me, to make me feel confident about myself. I could not be alone. I was afraid of being alone. Anytime I would even have the thoughts of being alone, it would give me anxiety, right? And plus I had so much anger built up that I would run out and go cheat to get revenge anytime they made me feel a certain way, or they did anything, right, that upset me enough. I would run out and go cheat to get revenge. I remember the very first time I cheated, right afterwards, the very first thing that I thought was, she deserved it. Now we're even. The very first thing I thought was, well, she deserved it. We're even. And so it went on like this for a very long time, right? So I kept on cheating and cheating and cheating. And it wasn't like I wanted to keep cheating, right? I kept on cheating because I couldn't stop myself. It wasn't like I would start a relationship and go, well, all right, I'm going to be unfaithful to this girl. All right, I'm gonna cheat on this one. All right, I'm gonna be with this girl so I could just cheat on her. No, I actually wanted to have a faithful, loving, loyal relationship. And then I always kept on finding myself in the same situation, right? And though it was like an addiction, but it was 100% my choice. I'm not saying that I didn't have control of it and it was just this thing that I blame. No, I blame myself. I did what I did. I made those conscious choices, but it wasn't until I learned why I was doing these things, right? And interestingly enough, check this out. I was cheating in just about every single relationship I was in. And the relationships where I wasn't cheating, I was getting cheated on, right? And I remember this one time I found out my girlfriend at the time was cheating on me, and I was looking through her phone and I seen all of the messages. I seen everything from her and this other guy. And when I confronted her about it, I'm like, why? Why? Did I not love you enough? Was I not affectionate enough? Did I not show you enough attention? Am I not attractive enough? Do you not actually love me? And all she could say was, no, it was none of that. And I'm like, then why did you do what you did? Why did you cheat? Why did you do this? And she just kept on saying, I don't know. And sure enough, she cheated again, right? And I remember after that, that's when I started realizing that if you don't know why you cheat, then you're gonna cheat again. So the only way you're gonna stop yourself from cheating is if you know why you cheat. And so you have to fix whatever issues that you have of cheating in order to change. And so I had to go back into my past and figure out, well, what were my issues, all right? Why do I actually cheat, right? And I realized, well, that you have so many issues that have piled up over time. You've been dealing with those issues. For example, loneliness, issues of loneliness, issues of anxiety, issues of resentment. You've been dealing with those issues through cheating. You feel resentment, you go out and cheat. You feel lonely, you go out and cheat. You have low self-esteem, you go out and cheat, right? And so it is when you face those issues on your own without relying on anyone else other than yourself to fix your own issues, to first understand your issues and accept your issues and confront your issues and face them head on. And it's not like you just try to fix your issues. No, there's actions you take, exercises you perform, things you actually do to rewire your brain to create a new identity. Remember, your identity is in your subconscious mind, and you must reprogram your subconscious mind. You must create a new identity. You must identify who you need to become and prove to yourself that you are becoming that person by taking the actions that that person would complete. Does that make sense to you? And so if you're wondering if a cheater can change, yes, but it takes action. It takes consistency. It takes time. But the more action you take consistently, the shorter that time is. And so if you are wondering if a cheater can actually change, yes, but it takes work. It takes knowing what work to do to make that happen. You see, cheaters have issues, but that's not an excuse. Everybody has problems, but it is in how that person chooses to deal with their problem. You see, cheaters choose to deal with their problems by cheating, and they have to figure out how to deal with their problems on their own without relying on anyone else. And so if you are struggling with overcoming infidelity, if you are wondering, how do I change? How do I discover my core issues of cheating, and what do I need to do to fix them? Or perhaps you and your spouse are wondering, what do we need to actually do to rebuild the trust? What do we actually need to do to overcome these triggers and heal and fix everything, fix this huge huge, massive mess that we have got ourselves into? Well, I would invite you to join my 30-day couples coaching program. It's called Thriving Beyond Infidelity. It's already helped countless couples all over the world heal from infidelity and fall back in love, earning me a 5-star Google rating. I've been doing this for the past 8 years. And so if you and your spouse are absolutely serious about joining this program, you can visit my website and you can sign up for a free consultation. We will spend about 30 minutes discussing your situation and see if you're a good fit for the program and get you signed up. But other than that, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more information about healing from infidelity. Happy healing.